Why, hello everybody, welcome, my name is Rubydung, welcome to today's episode. As you can see, I'm over here at the main base. That is because I'm doing a little bit of work over here, as I typically do. Oh, don't need any more stew, apparently. But I'm doing a little bit of work over here, and I've decided that I wanted to do some very particular work today. For this base, I have talked a little bit about the front facade of it. The front part, the little pier, I guess this is. I guess you can call this a pier. I'm not sure what else you would call it. But I want to do a little bit of work with this today, because this is kind of like the front part of my base. It's like the big, not the big thing, but like, it's one of the more notable things, I guess. I guess I'd call it notable. But it's one part that is seen quite easily from my base, because anytime I want to take a shot of my base, I want it to be from this part. I want to show as much of the base as possible, and obviously this is going to be in it, and this is the main area of the base, so I want that within shot, and I have the classic ruby banner up there. But this little pier here, I haven't decorated that heavily, and one thing I was talking about a long time ago, well, not that long ago, I think it was like 2 episodes maybe, but there is these little pedestals here, and they're designed to go all the way up there. However, that's going to be blocking this banner here, and I don't want that to happen, simply because the actual front of this building I really like, and I think putting pillars up is only going to hurt that. So, in today's episode, I actually want to do some testing. So I got ourselves a ton of logs, and I want to do some testing on how to make the front of this look pretty good. So, to start with, I think the easiest thing to do, the thing I think that will already look pretty good, is if I just go up here and just build with logs all the way up until I get to the top. I think this would probably be pretty fine. It's not going to obscure too much, and it would also probably, I'm not going to say look fine, but it will probably look good, I'm willing to bet. Round of logs. So, I'm just going to quickly put up this pillar and then jump back down, and I believe it should look fine, I believe. Yeah, okay, so this is a good amount here. Now jump all the way down and look at the base. Yeah, that pillar is not blocking too much. That's pretty fine. So now I want to put up, going all the way over here, I want to put up the second pillar. So that way I can begin getting an idea of how much of the actual base is visible with a second pillar now blocking the way. Alright, I put up a handful of pillars. It's starting to look like a little bit of mess around that midsection though now. So I'm not sure how much I want to do more around here, because from this view I actually really like now that I'm backing up a little bit. It gets that area over there I've been working on, it gets that large building over there. You can see a little bit more of that tunnel work up there, though I don't really like that, so I probably should do a little bit more decoration on that. But with those pillars in place, I kind of want to do something else with it. Not like something different, but like, I think there's something I could probably wind up doing. Like if I wanted to put in, like, let's say a tower in this area here, I could probably do that. Like wind up making like a little fishing tower. I think honestly that would look pretty good. Or like an elevator or something. Just something I think going here would make this place look a lot better, without just blocking the main R, unless you're standing out on, like, this beacon here. Which I don't really see as a problem, because having to get over to this beacon is an interesting standing position. Like, I could stand here, but, like, I guess this is, like, a fine look of the base, like, if I removed all those pillars, but honestly, I feel there's so much more of the base that's not being seen from this position. So I think the side view over there, like if I want to, let me grab a log and mark out that position as like a viewing area, or like someplace they could put a tower or something, because I'm thinking over here or something like that. I think this is where I had it. No, it was over here. So standing from this position gives me a good view of the whole base. So like right here, let's say, if I were to build a thing right here to get a good look over of everything, I'm missing basically all the stuff in the back, all the way back there, but I think that could be pretty good. Another one that I could probably wind up going is if I wanted to build a big old thing up on this mountain up here. Like, let me get all the way up, 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 all the way up. And let's say on top of this tree. And, yeah, there's a leaf here. Okay. Right here. Don't think that's any better. Maybe, like, further up the mountain on this direction? This could be pretty good. I'm just trying to find a good way, like, good view that is actually, like, of what I've built. Because the higher I get it, I think it would look better, in a sense. Not, like, amazingly better, but, like, more interesting. Now, if over here blocks too much... What about right here? Too much of it's just de-rendered at this point. Like, unless I have build up a tower there where I put that plank. Can I survive this? I think I can. Yeah, I can survive that easily. Oh, it's also out, I'm out of the grid now. Huh. This grid doesn't go that far back. Oh yeah, there's also terrain problems here. It's a wall. This cave got cut off like very early on in the series. So going back over here, wherever that plank was, I think it was over here. Right here. This could be a pretty good place to build like a tower, build a little bit higher up, and give a good view of the whole base. But what I'm also wanting to do now is probably... I don't think I'm going to be filling in any more of these pillars. I don't think they'll look good, like, at all. I will try filling in one more row, see if that looks any good, but, probably not. Actually, do I even want to do that? You know what? I'm instead going to try working on this a little bit. So, like, break out this here. Like, break this out. And, maybe I actually wanted to leave these. And then this would wind up being a bit more of a building. I could also break here, here, here. No, wait, I just now, like that, obviously. Like that. And then I would put in more stone slabs right here, leading into the actual tower, going all the way up. So I'm going to build a little bit more of this to see how this looks. Alright, I went over and I have constructed a tower going off from the main dock here. So put in the trapdoors. I haven't put any glass in yet. There's technically this little flooring here. I don't know what I'm going to be doing with this. Technically, if I wanted to, I could like break this out or something and make like a little sailing thing to go around the port here or something. I'm not sure what to do with this yet, but it's not exactly like anywhere in this base I've ever just built something that I've never made actual use of. Yeah. It's not like I've ever done that. But yeah, I now have that little tower nice and built up here. I just need to go through and put in some of the glass. I think that will also help with the look of it, but I do actually like that. It actually breaks up this area. It's not just another, like, massive opening of a bunch of struts, because that's kind of the thing that's in a lot of this base, is just struts just going around everywhere. That's all you can see is struts. So now there's actually, like, a little building here. I'm not sure what I'm going to put here. If you guys have any ideas of things that I should be putting here, then go ahead. The space isn't very large, though. It's just a 3x3, so not exactly sure what I can do with a 3x3 that's fully exposed. I guess technically I could try, like, if I wanted to make sure, I need to make sure to keep this here open, so that way there isn't anything directly pushing up against the glass. So even then, it's just a 1x1, so even less space. So, not exactly like I can do much here. So, this is probably just going to wind up being decorative, probably. But, it could wind up being, like, a little in-between area. I could try to make this, like, a lighthouse or something. I also could try doing that. Like, if I just go all the way up to the top there and install lights, that's going to be actually fairly easy. I would just install it on that side and then put in powered rails. Well, technically, activator rails. And then a cart that would just run alongside that. And technically, I guess, on the floor right below it. So, it would be... Actually, no, I could do it up there. It's low enough that I could do that. And then I just have a little light circling around up there. Like, I could do something like that. That might be interesting. But either way, I want to try putting in at least some of the glass. And I also want to light this up a little bit more. Alright, I've gone through and have put in all of the windows here on the structure. So, I have a little bit more decoration for this actual thing So hopefully when I walk all the way out here, it will look a little bit more complete. It's already more complete than some structures. It's not for anything. But yeah, this is how it's looking. I think that breaks up this little view here a lot better. It's no longer just a billion struts. Ah! You scared me. Do you mind? Ah, I'm on fire. Oh. That was not what I was expecting. But yeah, I think that breaks up the view a little bit more. Where did you come from? Oh, in here. Huh. Interesting. Good thing I have torches on me. Interesting. I did not know this cave was here. Well, now it's lit up, so I won't have to deal with that again. But yeah, I think that breaks up the little silhouette here. Why are there so many mushrooms in this area? This is not where I bred you guys. You guys are moving in parts. Like, but yeah, I think that breaks that up a lot more. Oftenly, there'll probably be a second break right there, just because there's a billion struts in that area, so it looks very dense. So I probably want like a second one there, and maybe like another one there, just so it like looks a little bit better. But honestly, I think that one tower there is perfectly fine. Breaks up the struts a lot more. So I think that is nice and good. But with all of that nice and said, that's what I'm going to be doing it for today's episode. I do hope you guys enjoyed. If you want me to work on anything in particular in this series, I have a ton of projects I'm always working on. I always love hearing your guys' suggestions for what I should be doing. So, with all that said, I'll be seeing you guys here in the next one. So long. See ya. Bye.